So you're a driven corporate professional and you've been thinking about that career change for a while now because what you do is important to you. But every time you put your fingers to keyboard and start to write your resume, you get stuck. And something comes up that seems way more important to do. Maybe scrolling, maybe washing the dishes, maybe feeding the rabbit. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's not you. Maybe you're watching this video because you've found yourself totally confused. You've written a resume, but it's missing the mark, and you're not getting interviews for jobs that you think you can do or know you can do. You've read a lot of those how-to guides, you've downloaded templates, you've looked at what friends and family have written on their CV, and you've ended up further down that dark rabbit hole of confusing information. I see both of you, and I'm here to help. I want to stop the overwhelm and put you on the right track. In this video, I'm going to give you the number one mistake that everyone makes when they try to write their career change resume. And then I'm going to show you a career change resume that's helped my clients land job offers in their new field. And I'm going to break down that resume piece by piece so you can follow along and create your own great career change resume. This is a simple yet unexpectedly effective structure, and I call it unexpectedly effective because it is so simple and easy. It will help you change your career and find your dream job. My clients have used this style to get lots of interviews regardless of their job titles and industries that they've been in. It's a style that works for you if you're a mid-career professional who has an interesting track record and some stories to tell. Yet, you don't know how to create a compelling pitch. A pitch that shows you how you can take the skills and experience that you already have into a new career. One of my straight to shortlist clients is Bronwyn, and she used this resume style. She had 7 different contract jobs over 7 years working in local government, but she was desperate to change sector and secure a senior and permanent role in business transformation. She used this resume style to help her win her dream interview in the health sector, and this was a job that was far above her current experience and pay grade. So my name's Carolyn Brown. I'm the founder of the Straight to Shortlist Challenge. On the Straight to Shortlist Challenge, I help driven and mid-career professionals go from feeling stuck in their job search to confidently networking and positioning themselves for their next great job. Take a look, first of all, at the number one mistake I find people make on their career change resume. And if you make this mistake, your resume won't generate interviews. Number one mistake that most people make is they don't focus their resume around their new career. So what do I mean by target? Well, let me give you a story to illustrate this idea using me as an example. If I say I've helped hundreds of people find jobs, you say, that's great, Carolyn. What are you? A recruiter, a career coach, a politician, a pimp? But if I say I'm the founder of the Straight to Shortlist Challenge, where I help driven mid-career professionals go from feeling stuck in their job search to confidently networking and positioning themselves for their next great job, you understand my title, you'll understand who I serve, and you'll understand the results of my work. So here's how this idea applies to your resume. Understanding your next move and who you target is going to help you create the right pitch for your resume. It's going to help you show the right evidence on your resume. It's going to help you display the right skills on your resume. And it's going to help you filter out unnecessary and confusing information. So let's get into breaking down the career change resume style that's helped my clients land job offers for jobs they were not 100% qualified for and change their career. Really quickly though, if you've been struggling to write your career change resume, either struggling to get started or using it to apply for jobs and not getting any interviews, keep watching this video. And if you want to get your hands on this resume example and other great examples of resumes that have helped my clients make that career change, click on the link in the description of this video or type "Get me straight to shortlist" in the comments and I'll send you the link. I'll also put you on my mailing list and you'll get to find out when I'm running the next Straight to Shortlist Challenge that teaches you in 5 steps how to network to get to the top of the pile of resumes so you can make that career change. Okay, let's do the resume breakdown. This is an example of a client who wanted to shift her career from marketing and event management to change into project management and change management because she loved the project management aspect of her job and she had experience running her events like projects. Also, she'd been involved in a lot of restructures in her work where she'd used a lot of change management strategies to help shift people's mindset and their behaviour to going from A to B. She also believed this experience, combined with the amazing communication skills that she developed as a marketer, could make her an outstanding candidate for a project management or change management job. Now, I've changed the details to protect her privacy, but the principles are all the same. Let's meet Frankie Fearless. You'll see Frankie's CV is set up 100% to pitch her for her new career change. She's done a lot more in her career, but we've been ruthless about the information that we include. So you can see with this statement at the top, we've put candidate, change manager, and project manager. So what I want you to do for your career change CV is to put the target roles that you're going for up the top of your CV with the word candidate. We're not saying that you are that yet. We're not saying that Frankie is that yet. We're saying that you're a candidate for those types of roles. What this headline means is that the person that reads the CV will be looking for that kind of information in the CV. It's like a clickbait headline that you see online. So you guessed it right. On a CV, your words matter. Who'd have thought, right? Second thing I want you to look at is the front page. The front page is a snapshot of the entire CV. It has a title for the target role. It has a career objective. It has achievements that are proof points. It has a list of key skills and knowledge, and it has a career summary. So people don't need to read any further than the front page to see what Frankie can bring to the table. Now, we set it up deliberately like this to pass the 10-second scan test that a recruiter will do. Now, for career change CVs, I always include a career objective at the top of the CV. And the career objective is a pitch, if you like. It describes how Frankie's experience, skills and knowledge will help her add value in her new career of choice. It's a fairly simple sounding objective, but it shows that Frankie has done her homework on herself. And it really answers the recruiter's question as to why Frankie wants the role and what she can bring to the table. Now, just really quickly, if you want to change career direction, the best way to make that change is to first understand what's required in your new career. And you can do this best via networking with people who are in a career that you're interested in and seek their advice. That way, you can actually develop a more targeted CV, and you may even find the people that you're meeting ask you for your CV. So job done. Now, this networking technique is what I teach in the Straight to Shortlist Challenge, and I make it easy for you with a 5-step process. So if you want to find out more about the Straight to Shortlist and get a copy of this CV and other great career change CVs, simply click on the link in the description below or type "Get me Straight to Shortlist" in the comments and I'll send you the link. Alright, let's keep going on the breakdown of what makes this CV so effective. Now, the second thing to do in your career change CV is to provide some credibility proof point. At this point, I often see on CVs that people list all their achievements right from the time that they won the skateboarding prize at high school. Please don't do that. Just include 3 examples that provide proof that you can deliver value in your new career. So on Frankie's CV, we included 3 little success stories that she could attribute to her great change management or project management skill. Right, this next bit I'm about to show you is easy. We summarise the skills and knowledge. Why do we say skills and knowledge? Well, surprise, surprise, words really matter here. We don't say skills, we say skills and knowledge, so we can also list things that Frankie has knowledge of but may not have developed skills in yet. So it's a bit of a smarty pants technique, really. So you can see here, we've listed the key skills and knowledge in project management and change management that Frankie brings to the table. Just a little bit more about this, because I really need to drum this in. Repeat after me 3 times. I'll only list skills that are relevant, Carolyn. I'll only list skills that are relevant, Carolyn. I will only list skills that are relevant, Carolyn. So here's another networking nag from me. If you're wanting to change your career direction, you can get a sense of what's really needed in your potential new career by networking with people doing exactly what you want to do. If you want to get a copy of this CV and get on the mailing list for the next Straight to Shortlist Challenge, simply click on the link in the description of this video or type "Get me Straight to Shortlist" in the comments below and I'll shoot you the link. Alright, let's move on. In summary, I typically only list the roles that I want the recruiter to consider. And for Frankie this is the roles that have had a strong element of project management and change management. You can see here next to the role title, I've actually put focus, project management and change management, just to really hone in on the fact that Frankie had that element to each of her roles. And then on the second and following page, we get into Frankie's experience. This section is designed to give Frankie more credibility. And again, there's a deliberate way that we set this CV up. So for Frankie's career history or her experience, we are completely ruthless about what we put in this section. We are focusing only on examples that prove that Frankie can perform in a change management or project management role. We want to make this an interesting read for the audience, so we use a storytelling approach. So a storytelling approach goes like this. You give people context, and one way you do that is to include a description of the organisation. One line ideally, 2 lines if you must. We then spell out Frankie's change management or project management accountabilities. So you'll notice that we've actually specified them here by using the words key project and change management accountabilities. Then, in a few lines in everyday language, we describe the key purpose of her role. Then, and this is a really key part of the storytelling approach, we describe the challenges associated with her role. So why do we do this? Spelling out the challenges of a role on a CV helps the reader understand the role and the environment. It actually brings the story alive. If a recruiter understands the challenging nature of the environment that you operated in, then they get why you're presenting information as achievements. You're starting to sound more like a human that the reader can relate to. It's like the story that you tell in an interview. After we list the challenges, we then go into the value that Frankie's delivered. Now, these are her achievements, basically, and her achievements as they relate to change management and project management. And again, we're only highlighting the ones that demonstrate her capability for her new career. And what we do to make those achievements really pop is we lead with the impact in that statement. And we do that to make it really easy for the recruiter to scan down the resume and actually see the impact that Frankie has made or her contributions in her role. So if there's one word that you remember from this video, make that word be relevant. You don't need to list every single job that you've ever had. You expand out the relevant roles. If you want to list on your CV earlier roles you've had as they show something about you, then you can simply put the title, the company and the dates. Finally, the other things you want to highlight on this resume are relevant training, relevant interests and volunteering. Support your reason for wanting to make that change. So that's it. I hope you can see that you don't need to overcomplicate things on your career change resume. You start with focus. I hope you're now wondering what happened to Frankie Fearless since you peeked behind her experience. Well, Frankie ended up as a change analyst in a bank, and then she went on to enjoy bigger roles in program management and project management after that. She took the clarity and the confidence boost she got from working on this resume to network as well as apply for other roles. So when somebody asked her for a CV, she had something ready to present as a reflection of what she'd been doing. The steps she took is exactly what we cover in the Straight to Shortlist Challenge. So if you'd like a copy of this CV and you'd like to learn more about the Straight to Shortlist Challenge, simply click on the link in the description below or type Get Me Straight to Shortlist in the comments. So I hope you found this video to be insanely useful. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this video and you want to see more of us, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.